Let's go, folks. Let's go. Welcome to Street Savvy. I'm Jay Works. I'm your host with the most. Today we running a marathon, folks. Right now, just give you some personal insight what we're doing here at Street Savvy. We got a lot of podcasters watching, a lot of networks watching. We hoping to get picked up, syndication or not. We still gonna be in your living room. We still gonna be in your bathroom. We still gonna be on your morning radio, how you want us to be. But this podcast and this podcaster, I want everybody to hear me and just be subjective to what this mind brings to you and the subject we bring to you. Again, I've been preaching this almost a year and a half. I'm not here to throw out nobody's dirty laundry. I'm not here to be shouting down on no one, pointing anything out allegedly. I'm just here reporting things as I believe, as I see. And some of these content and things I bring up is things I went through, seen, and done, and understand, and don't have understanding, and give it to you people as I see fit. So again, today, we have a great topic. We're running a marathon here. We're trying to put in as much as podcast shows today as we could in the next several days, just to get this 200 mark. Just to show the milestone we're doing for ourselves and for you good people who's tuning in to watch Street Savvy as a podcast on YouTube TV, Facebook Live, IG Live, and TikTok, of course. So, folks, let's get into it. Great topic. No, before we get into the topic, let's talk about some world news. Yes, the late, great Jimmy Carter, one-term president, most liked it for being quote-unquote, allegedly the first name people say back in thing was the myth that he was the first black president because he was raised on a plantation with nothing but black folk. When he was a little boy, when slavery was in vogue, was upon us, and this man believed nothing but to help black people of color, of every sort. So yes, rest in peace, Jimmy Carter. He died at 100 years old. Yes. In other news, we in America today, our economy is really serving. It's really serving up for us. We have spent over, on just video games alone, almost $11 trillion in certain areas. Wow. And $3 billion in American-made dollars on video games. So the economy is booming. Unemployment is down, I think, 5.5% from previous. And that's not because of president or because anybody, it's because of us as people. We all trying to get work, and we all trying to pay bills, and we all trying to find something that we like. So economy is booming. Again, if you guys don't know about investments, folks, look at some investments. Look at the stock market as crops, invention, these games is coming out. Even yourself, make some inventions. Make a merch. Make something that's truly serve you and your family. Look at some great investments, some homes, selling properties. Look into anything you can market yourself into. Fitness programs, eyeglasses, things of that nature. Get busy. Podcasts. Invest in me. Jay Works, Street Savvy. There's a lot out there, folks, and we need to get ourselves in tune of it, investing in ourselves. On a sadder note, over the weekend, there was a video launched out of correction officers upstate New York, allegedly at a Marcy jail, beat an inmate to death. Beat him to death. A body cam was on, but it was several body cams was on, quote unquote, allegedly. But it was video, no audio. This man was handcuffed behind his back. And several men, as shown on this video, beat the living daylights out of this man. And I'm going to tell you, folks, not all, and read my lips, not all COs are like that. You got some, who, for what unknown, unleash their powers to be on these inmates, like they're some dogs, like some animals. And you got some upheld the law. Make sure these inmates doing the right thing from A to B inside of the facility. Make sure they get along with each other or not. Make sure they stand in a room. Make sure they're getting the right nurturing. Make sure they're getting these medicines and getting to see the doctors. For one, I just supported recently. I just looked into being a CO in New York State, state and federal level. Does that hamper me from moving forward to find an occupation? No. If I have any type of job that needs someone like me, need a person of my stature to upheld the law, and definitely not just look out, but make sure the black and brown are taking care of each other, taking care of themselves, and respecting me, and I respect them. Because in the day, I got to provide for my family. It ain't no looking out. It ain't no hooking up. It ain't no extras. Nah, it's about respect. And I think every other man and woman who work as a CO should think that way and behave that way to these people. These are the people. Yes, they serving time for crimes they either committed or didn't commit, but they're not there to get beat on, battered, or get murdered. You heard me. Beat on, battered, or get murdered. And Letitia James, the state attorney general, is on the job. She says she's going to prosecute to the fullest on any allegations, misconduct, misbehavior from anybody in any public facility or federal or state level. So, fellas, if you had something to do with that, ladies or gentlemen, whoever was in that room who watched it, you guilty as the one who done it. Trust me. And that don't deter me from being a CO or anybody else, at least I hope not. Because all COs are not bad. They're not there to beat up people. And that's for upstate notes. And in sports, the New York Giants won a decent game yesterday. So in the totem pole for the upcoming 2025 draft, they don't get the number one draft pick. The New England Patriots does. The Giants now moved up to third or fourth pick because they won the game yesterday. That's how that works. Yep. And your New York Knicks is third in the power poll. Yes, the New York Knicks is third. Yes. Yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Boston Celtics, and the almighty New York Knicks. The Jets lost again, still hope. But the Buffalo Bills, who's up in Buffalo, they won. We got potentially, well, they do, because I'm not a Giants, Jets, Buffalo fan at all. Or Knicks at all. But the Buffalo fans got something to cheer about. Josh Allen might be your MVP. The man scored several more touchdowns again against the Jets. And they gave open up a can of whoop on them. So yes, that's sports. And let's get to the main topic. Main topic this afternoon, folks, for this podcast is life. What in life that you don't like? What about your life you don't like? What makes you tick? What makes you move? That's something for us all to think about, especially in life. Well, I'm going to tell you, folks, I have been through a lot in my life. A lot. From being a little boy here in Syracuse, being a young man to a teenager, to a father in Boston. Life has thrown me curves, mentally and physical, and self-deserved. I didn't get a handbook on it. Also, I had a great dad and a great stepmom along the way of being raised in two different cities. Have I seen hell? Yes, I have. Here in Syracuse, my mother couldn't provide for me as a toddler. From 5 to 10, hand-me-downs. I don't remember me as a person, as a child, ever getting anything new. I didn't blame no one. I thought my mother did the best she can do. without my father being there the first 10 years of my life. But the next, I learned who I was. I learned my sisters and brothers. I learned my father was a damn great man, still is. My stepmom was a great woman, a great grandmother, and things of that nature. I learned how to take care of other people besides for myself. Learn how to cook, clean, and sew, and wash my black ass. And understand me and people as well. My 30s, I got married. And Lord help me, it's been something else. And 3 more kids, plus a stepson. But all in all, I can say, I wouldn't trade this life here for nothing in the world. Life is tough. Life is hard, but it's what you make it to as well. If you understand who you are, it's half the battle. If you understand who the person you want to be with, just a little bit, that's half the battle. If you try to be there and nurture and take care of your kids, you're there. It's half the battle. If you keep a job, keep responsibilities, you have to battle. And I say that because it's curves in these lives. It's curves in everyday activities we have to do. And everyday welfare. A welfare check on a lot of folks besides for yourself. And to take care of yourself. Life can be a bitch and you die. No matter who tells you, right or wrong. If you're a church-going person, if you're not a church-going person, if you believe in God Almighty, if you believe in praying to the higher power, if you believe no good deed goes unlooked at, no bad deed goes unpunished, you live in life. If you understand you have to give to receive respect or love or nurture, or you give to any person who's less than fortunate. So if you're taking care of kids who don't have either parent, if you're just giving guidance, you're there. I have a lot of blessings that God has gave to me in this life. And it's one thing I know and 2 things I know for certain. I am loved because I love people. I love kids. I love my friends and family. I love people who love me. I love people who understand me. And I love to listen. I love to help. I love to teach. I love to give guidance when it's needed. And I definitely like to understand folks and people, because people can be misconceiving. People can hate you. People can envy you. People can love you. And all of us want to be loved in every different way and understand in ways that others don't. But that's only in the household. Man may have made a lot of different things, but man have not taught everything. Understand that. Like when I talk to folks and I get on my bull, I tell them, y'all got lanes, I got a map. Don't ever forget that. Life is too short to be walking around here with me with a hoodie on, a gun in my waist, gun in my pocket, gun in the car, or a knife, or a bat, or a stick, thinking someone owed me something for whatever reasons. 40 acres and a mule, none of that bull. Nobody owe Jay Works anything. I gotta go and earn it myself. Unless I work for it, you don't owe me nothing. No respect, no nothing. I gotta earn it. And damn sure I'm gonna go out and get it. Because all lives matter. Not this yours, not this mine, and not this hers or his. All our lives matters. And to a way that we need to understand that. That's how life is. You are not lost with words. You're not lost with utterance. You're lost with understanding of things you don't understand. For starters, relationships. They don't make you or break you. You just be the person who's misenfranchised or misunderstood in majority of relationships you in, men or women or women on women or men on men. You got to make yourself understand what it is to be with this lovely man or this lovely woman. Eat, breathe, and use the bathroom, if you know what I mean. And play bills and whatever else. And to be out in public and be a trophy. Because Lord help me. If you don't understand you and what your purpose here for in this life, on this mighty God's given earth, you are no good. Sometimes we all want to be the help, but you can't help everyone. And none of us is perfect. None of us. Because if we were, I wouldn't be talking to you. Definitely wouldn't be talking to me. You have a different agenda. For me and everybody else, baby. So the question is, life. Do you love your life that you live in today? Or do you hate your life? I wouldn't give mine up for nothing in the world. And I done went through some stuff. And the majority of the stuff I went through, either it was self-observant or somebody I knew, or it just life done gave me them curveballs. And I got to live with it. And do I understand it? No. Majority of the time I don't. Do I want to keep taking care of the people? Do I want to be this figure? Be this big of a man every step of the way? Do I want to be this macho guy? Or do I just want to be me? Me only. Life is everything you want it to be and more. That's if you open your eyes and see. It ain't nothing in this world God gonna give you that he don't think you can handle or prosper from or understand. For instance, excuse me, if you was homeless and all you had was the clothes on your back, the ID in your pocket, the shoes on your feet, what would you do? You'll go find some shelter by any means necessary. Stay in with friends or family, a shelter, sleep in your car, anything and everything to keep you from outside, from sleeping outside, right? If you was jobless, you will find any means necessary to get that dollar, to get that bag, to get that hustle. Going back to school, going get another job, finding jobs, going door to door, applying to every different application, every corporate business. You would try to find ways to get means to be a part of this society. Because sometimes we all don't know where our next check gonna come from. How we gonna pay the next bill? How the rent gonna get paid? How you gonna fix your car? Where you'll get your next meal from? And the ones that's fortunate don't have to worry about that because they paved the way. Generational wealth, or they ain't gonna let the clock punch them. They're gonna punch the clock. In and out. Shift to shift. Day by day, weekend to weekend, month to month, year to year. They punch that clock. So understanding enough, life is just a curveball, baby. You would never get thrown a fastball unless you want that fast lane. Drugs, money, and happiness, and sex. And to some of us, that's not even life. That's just for the moment. Because all good things must come to an end. Except for you loving Jesus. Except for you loving Jesus. That should be a must. And that's the key. Because I only can give you this. I pray to God. I try to understand God. I try to do everything by the book. And that's to not lie, steal, cheat, deceive people, take, mislead, misjudge. Do that happens all the time? Do I do it all? I may not. Do I understand the truth behind it? I do not. But I try to be me and respect others and do the right thing. So America, if your life is not great as it should be, get that personal relationship with G-O-D, God. I guarantee you, your life will be a different life. And I definitely know that and understand it. Well, America, God bless you. And live your life to the fullest. And Happy New Year. And make it a better one than last year. And if you're in your 50s, your 40s, and you'll live 40 some odd years or 50 years, make that resolution is you want to live 50 more or your best life. Because you know what you did in the previous. Or 40. I'm only going to tell you this once. I love you, America. Keep supporting Street Savvy, the podcast. And let's get to the 200 show. And let's get to online syndication, YouTube. Let's blow up in our own right. Netflix, Comic Central, NBC, ABC, you name it. Let's get this voice, this iconic voice in J-Works, in this groundbreaking podcast, Street Savvy, for the world can see. I love you, America. God bless.